We wish you a Kratom Christmas. We wish you a Kratom Christmas. We wish you a Kratom Christmas and a happy Mangda. Happy Mangda, everybody.
Happy Crinkle Christmas, Kratom Town.
Chris Kratom.
Happy Santa.
We all love Chris Kratom around these parts.
Kratom Claus.
Kratom.
That's what I was going for.
Oh yeah, that's good. Kratom Claus.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, yeah. I have a Grinch shirt. That's probably the only time it'll stay in view.
Probably.
And he's, according to this, he is, without his hat, what is he coming in at?
6 foot.
Like
5'10".
About 5'10".
He would be 6 foot on Tinder.
Yeah, he's a Grinch of average height. Like, I don't know what an average, they never address his species, right?
Well, in the Jim Carrey one, which he only wears this shirt because he loves Jim Carrey so much.
Yeah, fuck the Grinch, but Jim Carrey?
Yeah, he loves being Andy.
Being John Malkovich.
Yeah, with Jim Carrey.
With Jim Carrey.
The Mask with John Malkovich.
No, the original Grinch cartoon is probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Other than It's a Wonderful Life, which is like a classic.
Just the classic. I always say Home Alone's the best. Step Brothers is the best Christmas movie. If we're just talking movies that happen to be they happen to be shown around Christmas because they have a Christmas scene or some other bullshit.
That would actually open the door for a lot more movies.
Well, that's like Die Hard is considered a Christmas movie.
Right. Never seen Step Brothers.
Wow.
I haven't seen a lot of Will Ferrell.
You haven't seen most of the early 2000s comedies.
I haven't seen like any Adam Sandler. I mean, I've seen like clips from Billy Madison online.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen any. I feel like I should start with the one. I doubt I'm going to be a huge Adam Sandler movie fan.
You're going to be getting threats to your life in the comments section of this.
I mean, I'm sure I'll appreciate them for what they are, but I don't feel like I'm going to be like, I missed this my whole life. Like, this
Happy
is my
Gilmore.
top 5 favorite films.
Yeah, it's a fair point. I did just see Happy Gilmore for the first time, though, and I was shockingly amused.
Oh, really? So you've never seen Happy Gilmore?
No.
Okay.
But I'm not a huge Adam Sandler guy either. I've seen Click and The Waterboy and Billy Madison, and I think that's it.
That's right, because we had talked about if I am going to watch an Adam Sandler movie, should I start with The Waterboy, Happy Gilmore? What's like considered his like genesis or like the classic? I guess any one of those.
Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Right.
Those are the two.
I want to watch Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, I would want to watch that too.
Which Adam Sandler is, I believe, is Paul Thomas Anderson's first movie that he did, because we saw one battle after another. Thought it was pretty darn good. Maybe, I mean, a bit overrated for anybody who's like, it's the movie of the century or blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it might be the movie of the year.
Well, it's probably the movie. That's not saying much.
That's not saying anything.
Now it's like if there's a good movie, it's probably the movie of the year.
That's why I'm so confident saying it.
Right.
It's because it's not saying anything.
I'd be shocked if it wasn't the movie of the year.
Wicked 2.
Yeah.
Wicked 2.
Apples and oranges, right? But yeah,
in this case, oranges are better than apples.
Fan of much of his work. There Will Be Blood and Magnolia are 2 films I like a lot. I haven't seen a lot of his early stuff.
Yeah.
Punch Drunk Love and the fact that Adam Sandler acts in it is interesting.
Yeah.
As a first-time director, I wonder how they even got in touch.
Yeah. It might have been like a thing that Paul Thomas Anderson requested.
Right.
Maybe he like wrote it and thought he would be good for it, but didn't know him personally.
I feel like such just a fucking cliche white dude podcast, right? We just start off talking about Paul Thomas Anderson.
At least we're not talking about the last time we shit our pants, like Mark Maron says. Every white guy on a podcast talks about.
You want to talk about? Let's not.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a long time for me. I can say that safely. So that's a green flag, I think.
I think so.
Having not shit your pants recently.
That's like a beige flag.
Well, how could it be a red flag? Who wants somebody that shits their pants?
Well, you're not a risk taker.
Okay. Maybe
not
not
great.
enough fiber in your diet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that means because you're hunting too much. You're eating just venison.
You're backed up. You're an opioid. You're taking too much kratom.
Yeah.
Your shits are fucking spiky.
Yeah, you're probably a heroin addict if you haven't shit your pants in the last 5 years.
Right. Definitely a beige flag.
Definitely a beige flag.
Shit my pants. You don't want to have shit your pants too recently or too long ago. If you're like, I haven't shit my pants since I was 2.
Yeah, I've never shit my pants.
Right. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Stop lying.
Yeah. What are we? Those like girls who pretend like they never fart.
Yeah. It's
Bitch,
like
you
saying,
farted yesterday.
Yeah.
I was there.
It's
okay?
like saying I don't find any guy attractive. It's
Right.
like you find every guy attractive.
Yeah. You closeted, bro. But do you though? But do you?
Find every guy attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every guy attractive?
Every guy.
Who's your boy crush?
Come
on, Mr. Gay OCD.
He's sitting right over there.
Hi.
The
Yeah.
Grinch.
Yeah. I know. It is a tall task to one up your bestie.
When I was a kid, I would always joke with my childhood best friend that it was Matt Damon.
Marlon Brando.
No, I didn't even know who he was.
But
when I was a
only an
kid.
old fat Marlon Brando.
Him as the Godfather.
Yeah, that's all. I just want to sit on his lap.
Yeah, as he cries about his dead son. But
Spoiler alert.
oh, sorry, spoiling the Godfather.
Yeah.
We would always say Matt Damon.
Bro, that's the gay shit in the world. You would sincerely say Matt Damon.
Not sincerely. It was like it was we were joking,
like an inside joke.
but he was the
Yeah.
guy we went to.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
He was Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I'm more of a Ben Affleck guy, sexually speaking. No, that's funny. I recently saw like an interview with Donnie Wahlberg, which is also the gayest. Just to say, I saw an interview with Donnie Wahlberg.
And to say Donnie Wahlberg, it's
in any context.
wait, Donald.
I think it's Donnie,
What's his name? Mark.
his brother.
Oh, I don't know any of his brothers. I never watched the Wahlbergs or the Wahlburgers.
Well, they were a big thing before Mark ever became.
Yeah.
So that
He was Marky Mark.
he was Marky Mark, and before Marky Mark, it was what's their fucking the boy group.
Marky Mark
In
and the
Boston.
Funky Bunch.
No, but even before that, the group that Donnie Wahlberg was in. It was New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
maybe?
that's a name.
I think that might be it.
That's something.
But it was him, Donnie Wahlberg. Mark wasn't in it to begin with, and then Mark was like his. But Donnie Wahlberg was like the first star of the family.
Yeah.
He kind of blazed the trail.
Yeah, but
Got
they didn't
Mark
have
into
any
music.
They didn't have any sex appeal, so they needed Mark Wahlberg.
Donnie's pretty cute. He's married to Jenny McCarthy now.
I don't know Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy, Playboy bunny, big tits. She's been on Howard Stern a bunch of times.
Oh.
Whatever. She's an attractive woman.
Okay.
She's also a weird anti-vaxxer lady.
Yeah, makes sense.
But
You could have just said
yeah.
Playboy Bunny.
Yeah, he was like, oh, and he's been on Blue Bloods.
Hmm.
He was like the star of that. He's been in a few things.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mark is a much bigger star.
Yeah.
The younger brother eventually overshadowed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marky Mark. Then he became
Much
like
like
a white
Dave
rapper.
Franco.
Yeah, shout out to Dave Franco.
Shout out my
Still
boy
going,
Dave,
still
Dave
going
Franco.
strong, carrying the Franco torch a lot. It was the dictator, Franco.
That was James Franco.
No, the actual dictator of Civil War Spain.
Oh.
What's that fucker's first name?
His
I would
name
just
was
say
Dave Franco?
No, Franco. You know, like Mussolini,
I don't know.
Pinochet.
I don't know Pinochet.
He was the dictator of Chile.
Who
Wait, what?
gives a fuck?
This is a comedy podcast. Come on.
I know, but I mean, who gives a fuck to know the name of the guy?
I don't know. I whiffed on a Franco joke. I was gonna say for the Civil War Franco, and then it was James, and then it was Dave.
Oh, okay.
The Francos. But
The Francophones.
Dave is still. He's never been like a super big deal, right? He's
No,
kind of,
more so now. Because James Franco's out of the business.
like out.
Yeah, he like had like sexual predator violation.
No, I
shit.
know. It was like a crazy fall from grace.
Yeah.
And I think, I saw a clip of him too talking about how like he hasn't spoken to Seth Rogen since.
Yeah.
which he was like, yeah, I get it. Like, it does hurt my feelings, but I can't blame him for, like, what happened.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
business decision.
It's like not talking to Chris D'Elia.
Right. And it's like, I don't know if I want to talk to that guy anyways.
Yeah. I stopped talking to Chris D'Elia
Years ago, yeah. Over his comedy, long before any of the child things.
I said, sorry.
Not child. I'm sorry. He wasn't a pedophile guy.
Had a rest.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry, I would just go, sorry, I don't talk to hacks. And I'd walk away. I'll talk to pedophiles, but not hacks.
What's worse?
Shows my priorities.
Than a hacky pedophile.
It's a very Seinfeldian thing, too. He's like, I'm not going to fuck with people who suck at comedy or hate comedy, but I'll fuck a 17-year-old.
Big facts. Jeez.
Yeah.
We're just taking shots today. We're going right for the people that are gatekeeping. What are we doing?
I don't know if anyone's a gatekeeper anymore.
Well, there's no one who can shut the latches permanently. There are people that can make it a little harder for you.
Yeah.
Jerry's not. He doesn't give a shit.
No, and also the amount of times I've seen Mark Normand, who's friends with him, just poking fun at his various things on podcasts because he knows he's not listening.
And we know she was... Is that confirmed that she was 17?
Yeah.
And he was 30, 40 something?
39.
39. And this was in the 80s or the 90s?
90s.
Wow. I'm surprised that hasn't blown up.
It was pretty big at the time. He got interviewed about it a handful of times.
Oh, at the time.
Her name was Shoshana.
First of all, that's super fucking weird.
Yeah.
Even if it was legal, because that was going to be my next question, was like, I wonder what the law, like if that was illegal back then.
Well, technically, even today in New York, it's legal.
It depends on state.
Yes.
I don't know if New York's an 18 one.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
In the US,
I've heard enough open micers do age of consent law bits to know that it's like 16 or 17.
Right. But yeah, I mean, for a 39-year-old, and especially a 39-year-old of that stature, like he could date anybody. Why is he dating a 17-year-old?
And her parents knew. They dated for 4 years, I'm pretty sure.
And they just let it happen.
Yeah, they were like, all right, they were like, Shoshana's mature. And Jerry at one point got interviewed about it, and he was like, I don't see her as I see her as a person, not a number. He's like, I don't care about race or whatever age.
Oh my god.
He's like, if she's 18 and a good person, that's all I care about. And at the time of the interview, she was 18.
Okay. I mean, first of all, 17's too young.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
Well, especially to be dating. I mean, it's like the fact they were dating for 4 years. He was like taking her on dates, picking her up at high school and shit.
Well, because what I was going to say is once she turns...
I don't mean for that to sound like I'm rationalizing fucking a 17-year-old. As long as you're not dating.
Right. As long as it's not no strings attached, you know.
But fucking and dating is like, it's a different level.
Dating is
crazier.
It is almost creepier.
It is definitely creepier. Yeah. I think it's creepy, like, if you're...
It's like, oh, you actually had feelings for her.
I mean, can you imagine if a 30-year-old fucking an 18-year-old versus a 30-year-old in a relationship with an 18-year-old?
Yeah, well, it just shows the psychological immaturity.
Absolutely, but it also brings into account, like, okay, it sounds like there's probably significant manipulation because you are so much more mature.
It's like a Woody Allen thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, that even.
I mean...
Whole different box of popcorn.
Yeah, well, I mean, Woody Allen's been accused of actual pedophilia. But like, when he was with Soon-Yi, now his wife, met her when she was like a teenager and started dating her when she was like early 20s, I think. Yeah. But he was like very old. Yeah. You know, so it was similar.
He's like 50s, 60s.
But that's what I was going to say is like, it is not unheard of for celebrities to date 19, 20, 21. Like
Dane Cook.
DiCaprio for a while.
DiCaprio.
Was dating like 21-year-olds, 20-year-olds.
And his cutoff was 25. That's like the trope. When they turned 25, he'd get a new young girlfriend.
That was his cutoff, but he'd been with younger.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You know? He would be with them for a few years.
That's what I mean. At that point, it's like, okay, is there that big of a difference between 18 and 20 or 20? That's kind of...
Yeah, it's kind of moot at that point.
But 17, that's just... I mean, even 18, again, yeah, to have of that long of a relationship with a girl that young is concerning.
It's insane. I would question anybody over... I don't even know what age specifically, but I would question any real, like, full-on adult dating a teenager. Like, being in a relationship with a teenager.
Yeah, that would be like if... I'm trying to think of a modern example. Like a 39-year-old comic.
Yeah.
But again, like if... Let's say if Shane Gillis started dating a 19-year-old model or something.
Sure,
like that.
yeah.
It's like... It would be looked down upon.
Yeah.
But he would totally get away with it.
Oh, yeah, it's legal.
That wouldn't, like, derail his career.
No. At the end of the day, and honestly, because most people would think, well, he doesn't really have feelings for her. He's just, he wants to fuck her more than once.
I mean, like, if he dated her and eventually married her, it would just be like, oh, well, Shane Gillis is just a dumb guy. He's just thinking with his dick.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, he's the rich comedian, and he gets this bimbo, hot 19-year-old, which is, like, the fantasy he always had, but he couldn't get a girl like that when he was that age.
Sure.
But now he can now because he's rich and famous.
Yeah.
And that's like...
Or he just wants a younger, hotter person.
But 17 is just I mean, that's why we have statutory rape laws.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's like if Shane Gillis was with a 17-year-old, it'd be like...
Yeah, it's because we've decided...
Now that's... pedophilia, but
yeah.
Statutory rape, whatever you want to call it.
Because we've decided as an intelligent society that there's a certain cutoff at which your mind is too easy to manipulate and you are too naive about life and all these things that, like, it would be immoral to do that.
Well, I wonder
and we've kind of decided it's 18 as a society, but even then there's a little weird area between 18 and 20-something. Where it's like, yeah, we've decided it's 18 legally.
18's still weird.
It's still really young.
It's even weirder than 19.
Yeah. Every year makes a big difference.
Yeah.
when you have so few years, everyone makes a big difference.
Like if you heard that a celebrity was dating an 18-year-old versus a 19-year-old, it'd be like, just that would be like 18.
Yeah.
So like what, he was like checking his calendar?
Well, there's all those jokes about like, oh, barely legal. You would also probably like barely illegal.
Right. Yeah.
You would also like illegal.
Right.
That might have been Stanhope or someone who said
Attell.
that. Attell. Yeah.
He said the joke he had was just to give away Attell's joke, but he's like, that kind of means you're almost a pedophile.
Yeah.
Which is completely true.
Yes, and not much better than being a pedophile.
Right. But yeah, I wonder if New York's one of those states with where it's 16, like if the Romeo and Juliet laws.
I think it is.
I don't know if a 16-year-old could date a 39-year-old Jerry Seinfeld.
From what I've heard, I think it can.
Which is fucking weird, man. That's shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, it's not Yemen, but it's still weird.
Well, I mean,
we can't all be Yemen
with Zoran in office. No, yeah,
9.
Yeah,
9 years old.
No, I probably would have voted for Zoran if I lived in New York.
Yeah.
What did you end up voting at all?
No.
Or like, did you have a dog in the fight?
I'm a Connecticut resident.
Oh, that's right.
But I would have voted Zoran.
Right. I mean, just because of the choices.
Yes, exactly. And because from what I hear from my good comedian friend Steve Yensel, he'll let you fuck goats.
Shout out to Steve Yensel.
Shout out Steve Yensel. Enjoy that track work.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten memes from him in a few days.
Damn, that's a shame.
I get them almost every day.
You saw me play. Oh yeah, I played with a baby goat in Joshua Tree.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
Stole my heart.
That was after fucking it. It's called aftercare, people.
Yeah, goats are way cuter than I thought they were.
Way cuter.
They get a little evil and scary when they grow up.
Really?
Yeah, there's goats are associated with Satan, and their eyes are really weird. How their pupils are horizontal.
Yeah, and people scape them.
They scape them a lot.
They get scaped to shit.
But
I play RuneScape as in addition to RuneScape, I also play Goatscape.
No, you don't.
I scape the fuck out of these goats.
Okay.
I got 99 goat.
Isn't there some goat video game? Goat Simulator, like
there is something.
Some weird thing like that.
Where you play as a goat and you do some shit.
Anyways, what the fuck were we talking about?
Yeah. How far do we need to backtrack?
I wonder how Shoshana is doing these days.
Yeah, it's curious.
We're going to dedicate this episode to Shoshana.
Shoshana Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld's ex... Sagittary rape victim. What do we want to call her? Mentee. Like, I hope she's fine.
Yeah,
she's psychologically well adjusted.
I'm sure she's doing MDMA therapy about this right now.
I wonder how she thinks about it in retrospect.
Yeah, I was a little young.
Yeah. But yeah, that's weird. There are a lot of like old Me Too or scandal people who just like. Their shit hit the fan before cancel culture had really become a thing.
Well, it's like in the Motley Crue biography. They talk about, like, fucking 14-year-olds. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was, like, the 80s?
Yeah.
I mean, Sublime has a song about going over to the Mexican border and getting a 14-year-old hooker that you fall in love with and how he's going to,
Yeah, what's that song again?
And he's 12 years old. Oh, 12. And tomorrow shall be a whore.
That's the name of the song?
Oh, it's called Wrong Way.
Wrong Way.
Nobody ever told her the wrong way.
You said the name of the song was 12. That'd
no,
I
was trying to sing it out.
Yeah.
She was 12
She was 12, she was 12, she was 12, 12, 12 when she got raped.
Yeah. 12 times.
Yeah. The Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
That's another one. Like if Mel Gibson's shit happened now, he would be mega canceled. Like eternally canceled.
Either that or paraded down the streets of Brooklyn.
He was on a phone call, like a leaked audio of him screaming at his girlfriend, "I hope you get raped by a pack of N-words."
Wow.
With the hard R.
Like, I thought it was just the anti-Semitism.
No, there's like audio recordings of him very clearly verbally abusing his girlfriend in like a manic state, kind of like Alec Baldwin thing.
Wow.
Which haven't we all? I mean, what he did with his girlfriend was fucked up, but also she sounds like a bitch, to be honest with you.
The terminology people use to talk about black people, like a pack. We're really gonna call him a pack? I mean, he's racist, so it's fair.
That's Mel Gibson's terminology.
But even, I've noticed this in the news. They'll be like, "Oh, local thief. He happens to be black.
Right.
Hauled off to jail."
Yeah.
Whereas it's a white guy. It's like white man escorted to jail.
Yeah. What are you capturing a wild animal?
Yeah, they got the fucking noose around his neck with the baton.
But no, the Mel's ex was like this. She's like this. I think she was either Russian, some Eastern European thing.
Well, now it adds up. I understand why anyone would say anything to someone like that.
It was one of those situations where she was clearly trying to get him on tape.
Sure.
Like to boost her own status and stuff.
Anthony Cumia had that happen to him too.
So she like set him up.
Yeah.
But then his behavior speaks for itself. Like it's wild. And then he was on tape saying super anti-Semitic stuff, right? I mean, he's just clearly a bigoted dude.
It's like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, that happened to Dog?
Yeah, he was talking to his daughter, and he was like, yeah, I can't have you dating this black guy. And then keeps talking about saying the N-word and stuff.
Yeah.
And he got thrown out of... This is the best... Norm had the best joke about it.
I haven't heard about Dog in a while.
Wow. Norm had a great joke about it, which was like, wait, you're seeing everybody's seeing this the wrong way, because like, you know how they say you swear like a sailor? The same applies for bounty hunters. And he's also like, oh wait, you're saying that his days of bounty hunting are over?
So ridiculous.
So good. That was calling into Dennis Miller's radio show.
I don't think, but I don't think I've seen him in the news since.
No, he canceled.
I think he got canceled.
Yeah.
But Gibson...
Did he do anything after that?
Snaked his way back. Oh, yeah, he's making, like, movies again.
Currently?
He's been on... Yeah.
Wow.
He was on Rogan. He's done the podcast circuit.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
that's crazy.
I think it was a combination of, one, it happened a good while ago.
Yeah.
Two, he just... presents better.
Yeah.
Like he got sober and now he's like super religious. He was always super religious, but like he was more in the innuendo of his, like, he made the fucking Passion of the Christ. Like, you knew he was super religious.
Yeah.
But now he's, like, very, with the new wave of Christianity and Charlie Kirk stuff, it's like, there's, like, no, he's just, like, very preachy about it.
Yeah.
It's just, like him and, I think him and Rogan even bickered a little bit on the podcast.
Yeah. Careful.
Rogan was trying to be like, but don't you think this is a little silly? And he was just like, no, like, this is the word of God.
Yeah, he's a zealot.
Yeah, he's a zealot.
Well, talking about people who got canceled but kind of snaked their way back into it, snake is a bad word for this because I have no stake in whether or not this is the case or true. There was recently, you know, these comedy analysis documentaries, mini documentaries that come out on YouTube?
Yeah, hold on. The audience is probably hearing me frenetically try to open
Nicotine gum.
a pack of nicotine gum, which is torturing Nick.
I don't know why you're so bad at this.
Because this stupid thing has no hole. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, continue.
I fiend whenever I see nicotine.
Yeah, I just need it. I use it occasionally as a little stimulant.
But you know those YouTube comedy analysis podcasts, or documentaries, mini docs, stuff like that. There was recently one a couple weeks ago, I think, maybe a few months ago. And I haven't watched it before I get into this. I have not watched it. I have no idea whether or not it's a legitimate argument. I started watching the first 3 minutes of the first part of 3. And it's like called The Truth About Louis C.K. Where it's like basically the argument is he kind of managed to finagle the public narrative into it dismissing some things that might have been true, but are now deemed untrue, or moving the narrative around in a way that ignores certain things that might be more damning against his character and how he went about these sexual acts that he got in trouble for.
Wait, I was confused. So this documentary is saying that he, actually did worse stuff?
That he did stuff that he might have been accused of, but then said, no, it didn't happen. Or did stuff that he kind of played down. It's basically saying that the evidence against him is a little more damning than people give it credit for.
And this was on what was the platform?
Just a YouTube fan-made documentary. I don't know if you could call him a fan, but fan-made documentary.
Right. Yeah.
And there are all sorts of shit like this.
A slanderous hit piece.
Yes, exactly. There's Elephant Graveyard and Comedy Redact, all sorts of things like these.
Yeah.
Like Monday Morning Quarterback, or not, what do you call that? These post-game...
Armchair quarterback thing.
Post-game discussions.
Right.
Of comedy shit. And so this guy made a 3-part mini doc about the Louis thing, being like, yeah, we shouldn't have let him get off this easy.
How many, do you know how many minutes per episode?
Probably half an hour.
Okay.
Maybe an hour. It's crazy. It's a lot. Which is why I didn't watch the whole thing. And I was like, I started watching it and I'm like, oh, is this all about the sexual stuff? Like, we already figured that out. I'm not going to watch this.
Right.
But a friend of mine watched it and was like, nah, you should check it out.
Yeah, because the follow-up question is obviously, how credible did it seem?
Yeah, exactly. And I'd have to watch it myself to determine, but it's something I saw.
I don't know all the details off the top of my head of the Louis thing either.
Yeah, no.
Everybody just knows about the jerking off thing.
Yes, and I think people were saying, some people were saying he stood in front of the door so they couldn't leave. And then the narrative changed to be like, no, that's not true. Whether or not it is, I have no idea.
Right.
Similarly, they kind of said, he asked first. And some people, apparently, according to this friend of mine who saw this, said maybe he didn't ask every time.
Right.
Or whatever.
It seems like ultimately it's going to be a he said, she said.
Yeah, it seems that way because there's no evidence.
There's not enough people.
Yeah.
If there was 50 girls who are all saying the same thing.
Like the Cosby thing.
Right. That's how you know it's for sure true.
Truly damning.
But this one's okay, there's however many there are, and the stories are kind of inconsistent.
Yeah.
And then there are other known female comics where he kind of did a similar thing, and they were like, oh no, it wasn't like that.
And some of them were even like, yeah, sure, comics jerk off in front of each other. Doug Stanhope has a bit about how, I forget what the analogy is, but he's like, I'll make up a fake analogy. He's like, Similar to a magician showing another magician a new trick, comics will masturbate at one another as if it's an aggress.
Sure. Yeah, which it's like, we can all agree that I'm sure he did some inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
That might even be tantamount to sexual harassment.
Yes.
But
at least a violation of the workplace.
Right. But
an HR problem.
Not to the violent degree that he should be canceled.
Yeah, that's how it seems.
You know, not even remotely in the same ballpark as Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby.
Oh, not even close to that.
Yeah.
It seems.
And even if even in that documentary, if everything's true, it still wouldn't be close to that.
No, that's true.
But
even if he was, if the worst of the things he was accused of are true.
But it could be more damning than people who just totally wrote it off. Kind of thing is the argument.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
But he's not accepted by the industry still. He's still not fully welcome back.
We're doing great for our comedy careers with this podcast. This is all about setting ourselves up for like throwing shade at Seinfeld, Mel Gibson, questioning Louis C.K.
I know. I like all these guys.
Great, cool guys.
Seinfeld, cool you could fuck all. You could date all the 17-year-olds you want. I still like you.
You can be a radical Zionist.
He is. I still like you.
Yeah, pro-Palestinian genocide.
Because you know why? Funny is funny. Comedy is more important than everything.
Funny is funny. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
I can always appreciate somebody's art independently of...
Well, that's a weird one. Because this actually relates to Seinfeld. He was on Letterman. Or Conan. One or the other. And he was talking to them, and he was like, now, when it comes to Bill Cosby, do you find... Because when we were growing up, he's talking to them. When we were growing up, Cosby was everything. He was the best comedian.
Yeah.
We all adored him. Do you find it's hard to watch his comedy these days, knowing everything he did? Do you feel like you can't appreciate his comedy as you once did, knowing everything you know now?
Yeah.
And David didn't miss a beat. Yes, I find it difficult to appreciate his comedy, knowing what he did.
You're saying Letterman said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Seinfeld was like, I don't know. And then, at first Seinfeld was like, I don't know if I feel that way. But then Letterman said that, and he was like, yeah, I think you're right. I think, because it was like, he was a family man.
Right.
He was portraying himself as a good man. And that was a lot of the crux of his character on stage and off.
Yeah.
And to find out that that is being subverted in reality, it kind of throws a watermark over the whole thing.
I agree. I think that finding out about an artist's life can absolutely change the way that you experience their art.
Yeah, it changes your perception of them.
It's not necessarily gonna make it unwatchable.
Yeah.
Or to the point where you can't appreciate it at all. Certainly, at least just analyzing it from like a technical, more objective perspective.
Well, especially with some of the comedy, which is a craft.
Right.
It's like if someone was a potter, like did pottery, and they made a beautiful vase. They also raped and ate a lot of people.
Well, that's even more detached.
Yeah.
It's like, I find it easy with painters.
Much easier.
Like, oh, Picasso was a woman, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but when I look at his painting, it's like, I mean, I guess there's some of his paintings are more expressive, maybe more personal, but most of it is like, I could be looking at anybody's painting.
Yeah.
I'm analyzing the art in a vacuum.
And with an object, it's even easier than an art. Like, license plates are made by rapists and murderers in jail.
Right. I don't know if I'd call a license plate a sculpture, though. Technically, it's
that's my
functional
point.
Art.
It's just a functional craft.
Right.
It's about its utility. It works. That's it.
The comedy would probably be one of the hardest things to separate art and artist. Because it's so personal.
I would say, that as well as a lot of visual... I would say visual art goes in that too. Any art.
Film.
Because it's an expression of the self that serves no utility.
Definitely. I mean, ultimately, I'm a big fan of Woody Allen's work.
Yeah.
He's made some of my favorite movies. Annie Hall. I think he's a genius of his time. His more recent films haven't been, he should hang it up, frankly. He's getting too old. It goes for a lot of people that kind of peter out, but...
Curb, last couple of years.
Woody Allen...
Another bridge burned.
So many great movies, and and screenplays, but yeah, knowing what we know about him, going back and watching them, I definitely still find the movies watchable and enjoyable, but you definitely look at it in a different way.
Yeah.
And it in some ways it doesn't make it a worse viewing experience. It just makes it a very different viewing experience.
Yeah.
I would imagine it may be different if I were let's say I were a woman who'd been sexually harassed or raped or something like that. Then it might be a little more acutely triggering.
Well, with Woody Allen, it's different because it's not sexual harassment or rape necessarily.
We don't know.
It's not conclusive, though.
No, it's
Cosby,
allegations.
Cosby's a different story.
Yeah, it is a different story. I agree.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, now when I go back and watch Woody Allen's films, I view it much more... What I find so interesting about him and relatable in some ways is how remarkably detached you know he must have been from everything he was making. Like, in one sense, his films are so personal. There's so much of just like a pure expression of his psyche.
Yeah.
Like, he's just pouring his thoughts and subconscious fears and obsessions and everything.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, his films are very philosophical, and there's lots of characters, and they're about love, they're about life, they're about death. And he acts in almost all of them.
Yeah.
And in almost all of his movies, he is playing kind of like the heel, who is like it's like a very exaggerated version of who he is in real life. So in the movie Manhattan's one of the most on-the-nose ones.
Yeah.
Because in Manhattan, he dates a girl who we can only assume is 16 or 17.
Yeah.
Because they keep referring to her as underage. I forget exactly.
Well, Annie Hall, isn't she like 14?
The main character, Annie Hall? No. Annie Hall's totally adult.
Really?
Yeah. When was the last time you saw Annie Hall?
That's the only movie of his I've ever seen.
No, Annie Hall's Diane Keaton's a grown woman.
Is she playing a grown woman?
Grown woman.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just not one of those movies where he does that.
Okay.
Manhattan, it's played by Ernest Hemingway's granddaughter, who does a great job. And she's...
Flippant Hemingway.
Oh, yeah. You are your father's son.
I'm a pun meister.
In the movie, he plays an old, like, washed author who, skating off of his fame and fortune, has kind of wooed this underage girl into dating him. Could that be any more frighteningly on the nose?
Yeah.
I mean, there are some differences, but
it's not his daughter.
Right. But, I mean, I'm saying it's those tropes are there.
Yeah.
You know?
Although he didn't swoon her with his work as much as his existence as her father. Probably.
We don't know. I'm sure the fact that he was the guy that he was probably played a big role.
I'm sure it played a factor.
Right.
But it's also
Speaking of Sun Yi, by the way, not the youngest daughter that he was accused of molesting.
Oh, yeah.
The adopted daughter that he dated and then married and is still married to.
Yeah.
But anyways, I rambled on too long, but what I found fascinating about Manhattan is the fact that he was writing a character that is basically a parody of himself.
Huh.
And so for him to do that, it's so many layers of removal. It's like he's making a movie where he's satiring himself and how everybody thinks of him as just a total pervert.
Yeah.
But it's also a great movie about like life and love and all these concepts.
Yeah.
And like he's a guy who clearly is like, I think, deeply self-aware of how he's perceived.
Yeah.
And yet at the same time, he just doesn't care.
Yes.
He's not concerned with trying to save his reputation or trying to, he just pulled the cord on his public life.
Very much like Seinfeld.
Exactly.
That's
what reminded me of it.
I don't care about Palestine.
Yeah, it's like, if you guys want to throw salt on my legacy and not like me over this one thing,
Yeah.
fine. I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
My work speaks for itself.
Yes, he's like, you think I give a fuck?
Right. I'm a bad guy. Sue me.
Yeah.
If that's what you think.
Sunyi.
Yeah. Sue ye.
I'm a bad guy. Sunyi.
Yeah. Jews, man. The Jews.
Jews.
That's what this all comes down to.
Can't live with them.
What, is Polanski Jewish? Sounds Jewish.
Polish.
Could be a Polish Jew.
Could be. There were a lot of them.
That's another weird
Not
story.
as many anymore.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Not that I agree. I didn't mean that to sound like a... You ever say something with like the wrong tone? Do you think it made it sound like you co-signed it?
Yeah, I think we'd had 10 of those on this podcast. Like, they might think that we're pedophile... Zionists.
Yeah. And anti-Semites. We're both Zionists and anti-Semites.
Let's have our next pod be called like the Zionist pedophiles or just something way
Self-hating
out
Zionists.
there. Yeah. On OnlyFans.
Yeah. We believe we're the chosen people, but we kind of hate it.
I'm not Jewish.
I'm a quarter Jewish, but they
I was
don't
gonna
accept
say,
me.
you would just say you're not Jewish.
I would, but
yeah.
honestly,
You're a Bill Maher.
I'm only non-Jewish if you think that Israel deserves to be a country. Because if we're going by archaic law, yeah, I'm not Jewish.
Right.
But if we're going by, like, modern day sensibilities, and my grandpa was Jewish, I'm a quarter Jewish.
Wait, so you're saying I was confused?
So the archaic law of Judaism is that your mother has to be Jewish to be Jewish. Because back in the day, they could only verify that you come from Jewish parents by seeing you come out of the vagina of a Jewish woman.
I see, interesting.
Whereas you can't verify the father. Archaic law.
Okay.
Same thing with Israel. They were like, this is the chosen land in the Bible. They're both biblical law.
Gotcha.
So if you think Israel deserves to be a country still, yeah, I'm not Jewish.
Right.
If you think that Israel...
So you don't think Israel deserves to be a country?
Not in its current state, maybe? I don't know anything about it. I learned about all this 6 months ago.
Gotcha.
In Kratom withdrawals.
I wouldn't even go that far.
No, I don't know. I don't think it doesn't deserve to be a country.
Yeah.
I think it shouldn't have encroached on the area that it did after people had been living there for a while.
Yeah. Well,
That's all I think.
Now, I think it's way too late.
Oh, of course. At this point, yeah, it deserves to be a country because it already is, and we can't just displace all these people.
Yeah, two-state solution.
Yeah.
I think it'll never happen, but
Yeah.
that's the only path out.
Yeah.
Is a
I'm saying
two-state
more, it's
solution.
like, if you thought that Israel should have
Its inception.
begun its country in a place where people lived already.
Yeah.
And kicked them out.
Wasn't the best place for it.
Not the smartest move. Talk about bad PR.
Right. Yeah. Bad real estate.
Yeah. Well, it is beachfront.
But yeah, they also could have just divvied it up better.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of mistakes that were made, but it's human nature.
They should have just gone to the Vegas Strip.
Just put all the Jews in the Nevada desert.
Instead of the Gaza Strip.
Oh my God, dude. If you think our country's run by Jews now, give them Vegas.
Give them gambling. Give them casinos.
Good God. Look at what Jeffrey Epstein did. One Jewish man.
But knowing what I know about Jewish people, they'd like to own a casino.
They'd kill it.
I mean, who wouldn't? But they would do really well with it.
Yeah, they would destroy the game.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them are involved.
I mean,
if
you think these Native Americans are doing a lot with casinos, wait until the Jews do.
The Jews get a crack at it. Yeah.
Like the Native Americans, they had all the buffalo. No more buffalo.
Yeah.
I bet the Jews would have kept some buffalo.
We'll be playing. What's that? Mahjong slots. Yeah.
We'll be doing Mancala and backgammon.
Yeah.
Backgammon's a Jewish thing, I think.
I think one of them is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be backgammon. I don't know.
I think it is.
Interesting. No, I don't have anything against the Jews. I don't consider myself. I'm not anti. I don't have to say I don't consider myself. I'm not anti-Semitic.
No, me either.
Well, but I know a bunch of anti-Semitic people.
Yeah, it's in vogue.
Yeah, it's in and out of vogue. It's like you have there's a subsect of the American population that is more or as anti-Semitic as ever. That's getting inflamed.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, it's also I feel like the Jews were less hated than they ever were, maybe like 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Well, Seinfeld helped.
That's what I mean. They were like the talk of the town.
Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, Seinfeld. Everybody loved the Jew. Like, it started to become really politically incorrect to say anti-Semitic things.
Yeah, we were like, oh, you get dumplings on Christmas and see a movie? That's cute.
Yeah, say Happy Holidays now.
Yeah,
No more Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
You know?
No more Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays.
Yes.
Even though Hanukkah's not even a big holiday.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about Hanukkah.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, and there's not that many Jewish people in the whole world.
Now they give, I don't know if it's just in the past couple of years, but they give a hell of a fuck about Hanukkah now.
Yeah.
Every day in New York, I'm seeing these like cars with light up menorahs on the top, just blasting like Jewish trap beats.
Yeah. Just a Palestinian death rap. Palestinian genocide rap.
Yeah. My favorite SoundCloud rapper.
But yeah, same thing. It was like, you know, don't say retard, don't say faggot, don't say the N word, and then you had
don't say Jewish.
At an overcorrection.
Yeah.
Now, the anti-Semites were like, no, like you're not gonna squash us. As a matter of fact, we're doubling down.
Yeah.
The Jews actually were the problem the whole time. With you get the Nick Fuenteses of the world.
Yeah.
Where now you'll have just like white conservative leaning college kids just be like, yeah, I think the Jews are like a problem. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that's a crazy thing to say.
Totally.
About a whole demographic of people.
Yeah, it would be the same as if you said that about black people.
Yeah, just shitting on a race or any other religion.
Which I guess has its own geographical localities that have that attitude toward them. There's some of that for everyone.
Tribal mentality.
Yeah. There's this YouTube documentary that keeps popping up about like this town that is like only white people in like
Kratom Town. Great.
Yeah, we have
Santa Claus is coming to Kratom Town. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Jeffrey Epstein's coming to town.
I keep seeing this thing pop up of this all-white town, though. And it's like, you know, actually, Kratom Town, it would be all-white, because that's the predominant demographic of Westerners who use Kratom, is white people, I would imagine.
In the West.
In the West, and then we'd have Thai slaves.
In
a dream world.
In like a... in your wildest dreams.
Yeah, in my fantasies.
No, in a... Yeah, like a colonial kind of old school brick and mortar Kratom Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like chopping down the entire
Imagine
countries.
having a Kratom plantation. But a horse-drawn buggy, that would be ridiculous.
We just have a Kratom tree
Thailand.
arboretum.
Yeah.
And then we have like dunder pits for rum.
We're drinking, agricole rum. Thai slaves just bring out a big pad Thai noodle bowl for you.
There's a subsidiary. A subsidiary of Hampton Rum that has a little distillery in our town.
Yeah.
We make Kratom flavored funky rums.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh. Now that I've came.
Your rum. What's if you could buy any rum on Earth right now? Nick's a rum aficionado.
I'm a rum.
He's officially a rum aficionado.
I love rum now.
We made a wonderful blended rum old fashioned today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just shout out the Educated Barfly. Shout out to the Educated Barfly. I stole his cocktail.
Was that his recipe?
Yeah. Well,
okay. I thought it was some shit you concocted.
Don't give me too much credit. I modified it a bit. But.
Okay.
He worked at a place called Cole's French Dip in L.A., and they had a cocktail called Old Devil, which is just a good name. That was like Demerara sugar, tiki bitters, and then a blend of a funky Jamaican rum,
a mild
like
Jamaican
a more
rum.
tame Jamaican rum, and then a spiced rum. And
Smith and Cross, Appleton, and what spiced rum did he use?
Sailor Jerry's, baby.
What one did he use?
Classic. He used the St. Lucia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I got the idea from.
Yeah,
I wanted to get
a good one too.
a nicer spiced rum, the Chairman's Reserve.
Yeah.
But they weren't selling it at where I got my rum from.
Total Wine and More.
Milford, Connecticut. Shout out.
Shout out Dorley's.
Yeah, shout out Belvini 50. They had a scotch that was $54,000.
Yeah, dude,
One
50 years
bottle.
old.
Yeah, it was a 50-year-old scotch worth $54,000.
50 years aged,
In case
rather.
anybody wants to fucking break in and rob that thing.
Yeah, really. It's at basically
I
an
expect
alcohol
dividends.
Walmart.
Okay, yeah, please.
Imagine if Walmart had like a $50,000 TV.
It'd be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, quickly.
But if I could choose one rum right now off the top of my head, I don't know the super expensive stuff that much.
Right.
But I know there's an Appleton 21 year.
Oh, okay.
And I think it runs around $1,000. I can't remember.
That would be crazy. Appleton 21 year.
I'll look it up quick. Oh no, my phone's recording this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'd love to try it.
Would your like most high-end, more accessible one be Hampton 8 at this point?
Yeah, that's my goal. Or
Gotcha.
Hampton Overproof, which is being discontinued and switched out with a different formulation of an overproof Hampton rum called Hampton HLCF. But the original overproof is being discontinued, so I'd want that. That's like $85.
Got you.
The new one's also $85, and then the Hampton 8 regular is $80.
Got you.
But I think the overproof would be better and more funky, probably.
Yeah, for our one subscriber that likes rum and kratom and politics and everything we've been talking about.
I'll have you know my cum fire cocktail recipe in using coconut rum and rum fire rum, or coconut water and rum fire rum. Made the top 10 of all time posts on the rum subreddit.
Of all time,
Of
people.
all time. It
It
might be 11 now. Somebody posted a new thing of their
Well, we got to get back in there.
little rum store in Colorado with an amazing selection inspired by the rum subreddit.
I'll book my tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rum is underrated. Rum is... It's like whiskey in its appeal, general appeal. Like bourbon, kind of. It's sort of a sweeter drink, but it has so much more complexity. It's aged in bourbon barrels and sherry casks.
I wouldn't say more complex. Well, you said more complex than bourbon.
Yes,
I
I wouldn't say that
it's-
to Scotch,
Right.
but more complex than bourbon and more similar to bourbon.
Yeah, it's more similar to bourbon, and the real complexity of rum for me comes from just how diverse it's probably the most diverse base spirit.
Yes.
In terms of how many different countries make rum, how many different types of rum there are.
Yes, different bases, different stills.
There's lots of different types of whiskey too, but even that pales in comparison to if you were to just say rum. It's incredibly vague.
And one of the oldest types of alcohol, I'm pretty sure.
You could be talking about anything when you say rum.
Yeah.
You know,
It could taste like anything. It could taste like bourbon.
it could taste closer to bourbon.
A lot of rum does. A lot of people, like the Dorley's brand, is basically, it's almost bourbon tasting.
Yeah, I mean, I bet I could probably taste the difference.
Yes.
If you're very familiar with them, then you're not going to get them mixed up. But
Yeah.
to somebody who just wants like a sweet brown drink.
And especially something that's very aged. The longer
Right.
it's in those bourbon casks, the more it tastes like bourbon.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a very long aged Barbados rum or something, but like Jamaican rums are much fruitier.
But then you get light rum that's just like very one note sweet.
Almost like vodka.
Usually better for mixers.
Yeah.
That's what you'd put in a mojito or a daiquiri or something like that.
Yeah, and that's usually used with a column still. Whereas you could use a pot still, which is like a little copper pot, I think. It's a copper pot that's distilled alcohol.
Right.
And that's what creates these really funky flavors of overripe fruit and nail polish remover and gasoline and burnt rubber. And these tastes sound awful, but it's like... You wouldn't think smoky Scotch would taste good, but
Yeah,
the smoke tastes good.
Exactly. The the real funky rums, which tend to come from Jamaica primarily or exclusively.
Or for agricoles too, which are made with sugar cane. A lot of those are also funky.
Yeah, that's like the equivalent of what I would say the Isla Scotches are, of like how that's like kind of just its own thing within the Scotches. And it's very aggressive. Like if you don't like that really peaty, smoky flavor, you're just gonna be out.
But then it adds a lot of complexity if you do.
Yes.
Because it's another aspect on top of the base flavor.
Right, but that is a whole other thing that most people aren't aware of. If you've never had a really funky Jamaican rum before, and then you try it for the first time, you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that rum could even taste like this.
Well, that's the funny thing is, like, if you've had boring whiskeys, if you've had Maker's Mark and Bullet Bourbon, you'd kind of know bourbon.
Right.
If you've had Bacardi and Captain Morgan, you don't know anything about rum.
That's true.
It gets so much deeper.
Yeah. You'll notice a distinct step up when you go from Maker's Mark to Woodford and Basil Hayden and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not as out of left field as when you go up the rum spectrum.
Yeah, it's a little more complex and it's a little smoother.
Right.
To use an overused term.
Right. I would be curious to try. I haven't gone much into aged tequilas. One, because they're very expensive, and two, because tequila's one of the only spirits where the more you age it, I don't necessarily like it anymore.
Yeah.
Because it just really turns into a totally different thing. Whereas when you age Appleton or Scotch, or it's just becomes like a better version of itself.
Yes, because the flavor of the aging blends well with the base flavor.
When you have a really nice, clean, agave, rich Blanco tequila, and then you age the shit out of it and turn it into something that looks like rum or whiskey. It's brown, dark brown. The agave starts to really get lost. It starts to taste like something very different. I like reposados are my favorite because that's kind of like the sweet spot as far as I'm concerned. Where
is that not aged?
Reposado, I think, is aged like, I forget what it has to be reposado. I think reposados are aged like 1 or 2 years.
It kind of looks like that. Like Smith and Cross is sort of generally 3-year aging because they mix a 6-month into 6-year or something like that.
Reposados will be a light brown color.
Yeah.
And to me, it still tastes like tequila, but it's more complex than just a Blanco.
And even then, like tequila, you only get so much variation because it all is from a base of blue agave.
Yes.
Mezcal is more interesting because you have all the different kinds of agave.
Way more interesting. Mezcal is a whole nother ballgame.
And so that's where I see rum, where it's like, if rum was only ever made out of molasses, it would be fairly boring.
Exactly.
But you can make it out of molasses, demerara sugar, sugar cane, and it's wildly different flavors, let alone what you do in terms of distillation and shit like that.
I've had some good, like really good añejos that you just sip on your own.
Yeah.
But it's just, I'd way rather have an aged whiskey or rum.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point? But I haven't had like a really, really good añejo. I'm sure there are some amazing ones out there.
There's gotta be. But this is the other thing about rum that's great is, I think you can get a better quality rum for cheaper than a better quality almost any other spirit.
No question.
Especially whiskey.
Yes. Rum just happens to be, it's considered less highbrow.
Yeah.
You know, even...
Which I love. It's great.
Yeah. Keep it that way.
Yeah. People talk about that often on the Reddit page and stuff. They're like, we don't want people realizing how good rum is.
Yeah, the Jamaicans just start charging out the ass for Hampton 8-year.
And it's already expensive.
Up. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But some of these... Oh, what was I going to say? Yeah, the rum I'm drinking a lot right now, I'm having it every night. I'll have one drink. It's Appleton 12. 12-year aged Appleton rum. Appleton's a fairly generic big brand for Jamaican rum. It tastes amazing. And 12 years old is nothing to scoff at.
No.
A 12-year-old scotch is going to be $150.
Yeah.
But this is $50.
And it's
after tax.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Really good.
It's smooth as butter. It tastes perfect mix of fruity and woody from the barrel.
It's still, considered a funky Jamaican rum.
Yeah.
It's not super funky.
Extremely mild funk as far as that goes.
If all you ever do is buy a bottle of Appleton 12 year, that'll probably be the best rum you've ever had.
Yes.
You know, and it's $50. So.
Yeah, and it'll be a better drink than almost any of your go-to drinks.
But Smith & Cross, which we think is even better than that.
Yeah.
Or at least better for certain purposes.
Yes.
Smith & Cross, I would say it's more funky. I think it's slightly more flavorful. I just like the flavor profile a little more overall.
Yeah. If I had to choose to only have one of the two, it would be Smith & Cross.
And that's like $30-something.
$30, $28 in the place I just found in New York.
So, Smith & Cross, if you want to sponsor us,
please. My God.
You are getting the best rum I've ever had for $35, and it's overproof.
Yeah, it's like 57% alcohol.
So it lasts longer.
Yeah.
Gets you more hammered.
Tastes amazing.
Goes great in cocktails.
Yeah. Boom. And it's also made by Appleton, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think it's made by the same company.
We better, if not, roast us in the comments.
Yeah, feel free.
Fervent Jamaican fan base.
And you tried Rum Fire tonight for the first time.
Good Lord Almighty. Yeah, you got to be careful with those. You got to be careful with the way overproof.
Yeah, it's
Super
another
funk bomb.
It's a 63% alcohol Jamaican rum that's as funky as any funky drink gets. It's It's like a novelty drink almost, but people who are really into that kind of stuff love it. It's very good.
Again, though, very good, very unique, and incredibly priced. For the fact that you're getting almost double the amount of alcohol.
Yes, $30 for this bottle of 63% alcohol, wildly intense
flavorful
flavorful. And if you have a refined palate, you'll definitely come to enjoy it.
I would love to try more gins.
Yeah, me too.
Well. There's lots of different gins, and I always veered away from gins because I was like, well, you're not really gonna drink them straight.
Yeah.
Like it would be more if you were like a martini enthusiast.
Yeah.
But then I was chilling with my grandma. Shout out to my grandma.
Shout out Grandma Ballard.
Yeah, she's 85 years old. She'll never watch this. But Grandma Ballard is a Hendrix enthusiast. I got her a bottle of Hendrix for Christmas.
Jimi Hendrix.
No. That would be even cooler.
That would be sick.
But no, she likes a Hendrix martini.
Born in 1940, loves Jimi Hendrix.
But she was just drinking some Bombay straight with like a little vermouth in it, and delicious.
Yeah.
Like it was on the rocks. It was like a little watered down.
Yeah.
But that would be a good way to taste gin with just like a little bit of water in it,
or just a splash of tonic or something.
Because the botanicals are so present that you're gonna taste the differences very strongly.
Yeah, my friend bought two different gins from this brand because he loves gin and tonics. This brand that makes this particular botanical mixes of gin, and one had like a different botanical profile than the other, and they were very distinct from any other gin I've ever tried.
Yeah. Well, even Hendrix, I've tried. Hendrix makes different. They make this one called like Oasis or something. That was inspired by somebody's garden, like one of the women that own Hendrix. Like she had this very specific set of flowers in this garden, so she just she wanted to make a gin that had all those flavors.
Yeah.
And it was totally different than normal Hendrix.
Yeah.
And delicious. It had like real strong notes of lavender and things like that.
Interesting.
But Monkey 47 is the best gin I've ever had. It's on the pricier side. And that's become like a real trendy, like every nice bar that wants a nice gin these days will get Monkey 47 as their showpiece. I think that'll run you like 60, 70, 80.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for gin.
Yeah.
But it's still not that much
no.
for like one of the best gins.
Yeah, most of the rums that are on my reach list are $65 to $85.
Yeah.
Because that tends to be where the price point is for most liquor. That is nice to sip on, neat.
And Monkey 47 is amazing. They call it Monkey 47 because it's got 47 different botanicals in it.
Wow.
So it is just like a bomb of flavor. You could definitely sip that one neat.
Yeah.
And get a lot out of it.
47 different samples of monkey cum.
Exactly.
That's what gives it that unique flavor.
That's what gives me my unique flavor.
I was wondering what gave you that flavor.
That scent
Oh,
that oozes,
I think it meant
oozes
the
off
taste.
me at all time. Same thing, dude. Your scent informs your palate.
and your taste informs your scent. The
Or
scent.
so I've been told.
That's
by-
why when you nose a drink, you gotta have your mouth open.
He taught me something today.
Yeah, I didn't know
Be a
that.
weird fucking mouth-breathing sommelier, Paul Giamatti.
I feel like I'm starting to get too deep into the liquor rabbit hole because I almost ordered a set of Crystal Glencairns.
That would be too deep.
Yes.
Yes. You're like, maybe I should just be an alcoholic.
Honestly,
what's the problem?
Anytime I listen to Stanhope enough, I'm like, maybe that is the way to happiness.
Yeah.
But then he talks long enough and he's like, yeah, every morning I wake up hating myself and like anxious about everything I've said
Yeah.
to anyone.
I get the sweats if I quit for a few days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not even. He'll like, I think he did a podcast after Skankfest, and the morning he was like having a drink to stop the shakes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you gotta do if you're a real deal alcoholic.
Yeah.
You gotta shut those down.
I could never do it, man. I could never become that heavy of an alcoholic.
I'd rather be a Valium addict at that point.
Yeah.
You know, just pop a pill here and there.
And
Keep it smooth.
I mean, the tough thing about drugs versus alcohol is like, Valium feels better, but
Right.
you don't get the sommelier aspect about it, the
Yeah.
connoisseur aspect about it as much.
It's not as romantic.
No, and I was a connoisseur, and it's like the connoisseurship of it is choosing what drug.
Yeah.
The
More of a lifestyle. at that
yeah.
point, yeah.
Whereas the connoisseurship of alcohol is the taste, and I envy that about tobacco as well.
I
Tobacco
waft my
enthusiasts.
Valium before I take one. I give it a little. I let it, come to room temp. Let it breathe.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't take Valium. I take prescribed Klonopin. I'll take one. I've never tried Valium.
it's lovely.
I've heard. Yeah, it's like the OG.
Yeah, it
Isn't that
was
what
like
Mommy's Little Helper's about?
maybe.
Rolling Stones.
Oh, I don't know.
I
They
thought-
could have been that or Quaaludes,
Okay, I thought it was Benzos. But
probably.
I thought Valium was the big one.
Well, benzos got big in like the 80s or 70s as a replacement for barbiturates,
Yeah.
because
Shout out
barbiturates
to
were
barbiturates.
so dangerous.
Yeah.
People would like accidentally overdose because they would have like one drink with it, and then they'd aspirate on their vomit in their sleep.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Were Quaaludes a type of barbiturate?
I think they are closer related to barbiturates than benzos.
Yeah, they're a weird thing, man.
Yeah.
People loved Quaaludes.
They did, but from what I've heard from people who had them and then tried the modern benzos, they're like, yeah, it's kind of like a more muscle relaxing Xanax.
Mm.
So it's probably like Xanax mixed with Soma,
Mm.
which is a GABA acting muscle relaxer.
The ludes, man.
Yeah. The Soma used to be part of and still is, I guess,
Brave
part of
New World, baby.
Oh yeah, but that's a different Soma. As is the Soma
Yeah.
from ancient history.
It's funny that it's the same. I wonder if that's just pure coincidence.
I think it's probably based off
Yeah.
the ancient historical Soma,
Oh, okay.
which was like a hallucinogenic drug of some sort.
Interesting.
It goes back to like ancient Greece or something. But the Soma is a drug called carisoprodol that's a pharmaceutical today, and was heavily used by like WWE guys
Oh, okay.
who were like recovering from injuries and stuff. But it was also part of a drug combination that got it like really hard to be prescribed now, because the drug combo is called the Holy Trinity, and it was an opioid, a pharmaceutical opioid, a pharmaceutical benzo, and a pharmaceutical Soma.
Oof.
So benzo opioid muscle relaxer.
Sounds like a nice nap.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
My God.
Throw a little crack in there and you're good to go, man.
It's funny. I've heard a number of people be like, "Yeah, I tried crack and it just wasn't my thing."
He's like, yeah, what a luxury.
My ex
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which ex? You'll tell me after.
not the,
Yeah.
well, the one who was into heroin, obviously.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I think it's like
that checks out.
typically people are either a downer or an upper person.
Right. Well, that's
Although-
what I was saying with, because I've done coke a couple times, and I was like, not really my thing.
Yeah.
But you were like, You felt as if I had done it, or like crack was a different category of euphoria.
It is. It's like comparing Coke to coca leaf tea.
But then again, she said it wasn't her thing.
Yeah, and she IV'd it.
But you think maybe she just did too much, or she
No.
just doesn't like uppers?
I think she was just like, oh, that's cool, and it's obviously felt great,
Right.
but then was like, yeah, I don't feel like I need to do that again.
Right.
And it's like, I'm not going to spend money on that.
Right. So, right. Well, I guess that's what's always confounded me with crack addicts. Well, like, that's the drug that they want to do over and over.
Well, some people are like that. They get that with Coke, too.
They get hooked with the stimulants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are like that with amphetamines.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, I love Adderall. They'll just do fucking 50 Adderall a week.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, it's my thing. And it's like, I always liked chilling more.
I wish, bro. I feel like those people get... It's more productive drug choice.
Probably.
Yeah.
But also, it's like the come downs. Like
you just have to never come down.
Yeah, or usually
You come down right before you go to sleep.
Usually they end up taking downers as well
Yeah.
for the come downs. A John Mulaney situation,
Right.
for instance.
Yeah, you knock yourself out, and then first thing in the morning.
You pop upper.
For me, it's such a headache trigger. I'm
Yeah,
like, how
well,
do these people not have raging headaches all the time?
That's a you problem.
Yeah.
You have migraines.
Yeah.
And most people, like, I could do Adderall and I would come off it and feel like shit, but I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't care if I had a headache. It wouldn't be that bad.
Right. You'd take an ibuprofen. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't cause headaches on the come down.
Even if you were doing it like all the time.
I mean, maybe, but a headache would be the least of my worries at that point.
Got you.
I would be like, I'd be mortified by how awful I feel emotionally.
Yeah, I would get severe migraines if I was going that hard.
That saved you from a lot of difficulty in life.
I think it's done a lot more harm.
Yeah, it's caused a lot, but you might have gone down some paths.
I would give probably my entire net worth to get rid of my migraines.
All
but
$50.
There are blessings in disguise.
Yes.
It stopped me from being a crack addict.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Never tried. And I would be terrified to do crack or meth. I would be afraid I was going to have a panic attack.
Sure. But you don't have to do a crazy amount. Like, this is the thing. It's like, people think about it like, oh, heroin, you'll overdose every day. You just do a little heroin.
Yeah, same thing when I did a dab off a dab rig.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, am I going to go to the moon?
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
By the way, I sound like the biggest drug addict in the world talking about all this.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Just do a little bit of crack.
Just do a little bit of crack.
But you can do a little bit of crack.
Well, that's the funny thing. Is like, it's a dose thing. Like, it was...
Everything's a dose thing.
Yeah,
kind of.
people have coca leaf tea.
Right.
They're not getting cracked out from that. Like, you
Right.
could just have a little. People think, like, oh, heroin, you overdose immediately. It's like, no, you could take a Vicodin's worth of heroin.
Technically.
Yeah, you could take like 3 milligrams.
You could smoke a little bit of crack rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Let's do that sometime. That sounds great.
Our immediate thought would be, what if we smoked a lot of it?
Yeah. Right.
But that's like meth, too. It's like, kids take meth.
Yeah, well, it's prescribed still for
Yeah.
some things.
And like, people talk about Adderall. It's like, I'm talking about actual meth.
Yeah,
It's
actual meth.
pharmaceutical disoxin. Children take 5 milligram methamphetamine tablets. I knew guys on the shroomery who would they would take little chunks of crystal meth and they would eat it, and then they would drive for 36 hours.
Yeah.
To go to Ohio or whatever.
Oh, dude, truckers, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, a lot of them are on meth.
Oh yeah.
The amount of people on the roads on meth would bewilder you if you actually knew the people around you who were on it.
But again, that's one of those things where, like, if you heard that everybody on the roads was messed up on painkillers, you'd be really scared for your safety.
Yeah.
When I hear all the truckers around, man, most people are like, "Oh, that's so terrifying." I'm like, "Good, they're probably super alert. They're probably
You would think
dialed
that,
in."
but they're
you know?
probably up for 72 hours.
No, I mean it's obviously still not ideal.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it is more of a functional drug until it's not.
Yes. The problem with it is mostly that they end up staying up.
Yes.
That's where it becomes an issue because it lasts so long.
They sleep deprive themselves.
Yeah, and it's got longer legs than Adderall. Like, the high is about a similar duration as Adderall, but you have residual stimulation for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
So
Which is
it's like Vyvanse.
rough.
It's a lot like Vyvanse.
Right. Well, I was gonna lie and say Christmas was yesterday.
Yeah.
This is a post-Christmas Kratom Town episode.
Boxing Day,
Boxing Day.
where we box up all of our Kratom.
So that's boxing is the day after Christmas?
Yes.
Always?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that was like, is it a British?
It's a British-Canadian thing, I think, for the most part.
Okay. That some people just do for shits here. Now.
Well, I have British friends who do it here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's because they're... Oh, that makes sense, because my mom went to a Boxing Day party today.
Yeah.
With a Brit friend.
Yes, it's them.
Who made some kind of cake that my mom was like, oh my god, I love this, like, British tart cake thing.
Interesting.
It had, like, raspberries and vanilla frosting.
It's the
I forget the
raspberry
name.
tart?
No, it was a very specific name.
Mm.
Yeah, some traditional cake they make.
Sounds good.
It looked good.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. How are you feeling about Christmas these days?
I love Christmas, man. I always love Christmas.
Is it losing any of its allure as you get older?
The tough thing about it is, like, I like to celebrate it in cheesy ways by listening to Christmas music, watching Christmas movies, sweets,
Sure.
alcohol.
Caroling.
The sweets and the
Scaring
alcohol
your neighbors with
never get
carol.
old.
Yeah.
I can do that year round and I'm fine.
Sure.
But Christmas music, while I love it, I burn out on it quicker every year.
Yeah, it feels weird as an adult.
Yeah.
Like, we just turned 29 recently.
Yeah.
We're definitely officially out of kid range.
Yeah.
And not having like any children present,
Yeah.
it's a little weird.
Yeah. I don't mind it too much because, like, for me at least, Christmas music is not only the classics, but it's also like I put on like Christmas choral music that I used to sing in a choir when I was growing up.
Yeah, for you you have a lot more ties.
I have a ton of ties to it because it is the Christian holiday.
Right.
And I grew up fully in a Christian lifestyle
Interesting.
until I was at least 16 when I started, hanging out and being a hippie.
Right, you went full Rastafarian.
Yeah.
Started worshipping Jah.
It's gonna be a Irie Christmas.
Irie Christmas.
Christmas in Kingston Town.
I'm dreaming of an Irie Christmas.
With all the ganja you can smoke.
We always do this. Literally half of our podcast.
Where the herb plants glisten.
And a great, something that rhymes with glisten.
And the kratom trees listen to ear.
Oi, Kratom Klaus. Chris Kratom.
To ear. Reindeer
Kratom
in
Kringle.
the fields.
Got you. Interesting. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird because my parents were like pretty agnostic, atheist, so we never really had the Christian bent. It
Yeah.
was always just like Santa
Yeah.
and presents. And obviously, as a kid, I was jonesed for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because of presents, and I like the music and the treats and stuff. But now that I'm older, it's like all the annoying parts of Christmas aside, because I
Yeah.
could talk about that all night, about how it should be shorter and it should monopolize the whole fucking month and capitalism and blah blah blah.
Finish your point quick, because I got to retort.
Yeah, but also now just even the parts I like about it, it does feel like a 1-day thing, maybe a 2-day thing, and then I'm good.
I take umbrage with that.
Well, how's your umbrage?
I feel as if once winter officially sets in, people need something to look forward to. They need something to keep them from being
You sound like a Scientologist right now.
You're projecting. They need something to not be a miserable asshole all winter. January and February, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
I think you cannot be a miserable asshole in January and February.
I disagree.
And December.
I disagree.
Okay.
I
think
seasonal
you're
depression.
projecting now.
Do you not have seasonal depression?
No, I'm not a miserable asshole. I can be personally miserable at times.
You don't get annoyed by people? And having to do stuff? in the winter.
Yeah, but I think there are healthier coping mechanisms than doing this weird, invented song and dance pagan ritual thing for an entire
It doesn't
month.
have. You don't have to put so much onus on the ritual.
But that's what it is.
No, it's just a holiday.
What do you mean it's just a holiday? What is a holiday?
A holiday is a holy day. It's just a Christian holy day that we should all abide by. It's the correct thing to do.
No, this is just what you like to do. This is
it's
your
like
personal tradition.
On the 4th of July, people go out and they watch fireworks and they barbecue and you see strangers and you're like, happy 4th of July. Enjoy your fireworks and hot dogs.
People should do whatever they want to do. If you want to be a Christmas elf and put your tree up December 1st and take it down January 5th, you do you.
What's wrong with a little reminder to be good to your fellow man?
I don't need the reminder.
Everyone else does.
Okay.
You walk around New York City when it's cold, everyone needs a reminder not to be an asshole.
And you think the jingle bells and the Santa Claus, that's what's gonna do the trick.
That's what's doing it.
Yeah, that creates world peace.
I'll tell you from personal experience. I walk around New York, I see people. Everyone is. It takes a 1 second pause.
This is true.
Before launching on you.
Well, this is like the seminal argument that a lot of people use for Christianity these days, a lot of modern day Christianity.
Sure, but I don't think it has to be Christianity. I mean, the Jewish people celebrate Christmas to these days. Everyone celebrates Christmas as a colloquial, not colloquial, what's the word? Secular thing.
Yeah, I'm saying it's more. It's an argument a lot of people use for religion.
Yeah,
basically, it's the argument that, hey, it seems to, for some people, and they'll often overgeneralize and leave out all the negative things that it causes, but they'll be like, well, we think that societies with religions tend to be better than societies without religions.
Yeah.
Therefore, religion is a good thing that should be propagated indefinitely, and we shouldn't necessarily be like questioning it and nitpicking it all the time. But I think that's it is a very like conservative mindset.
Old
school.
Just because it's been adopted by conservatives doesn't make it a conservative thing. Everything is politicized. I'm not arguing for religiosity at all. I'm arguing for tradition and ritual.
I don't think there's any difference between the two.
Why not?
I just think they're deeply linked.
They are deeply linked, but there's clearly a difference.
No,
an OCD person turns off their light 10 times. Is that a religion? No, that's a ritual.
No, I'm not saying there's no difference. I'm saying that the mentality that leads people to those things is usually the same mentality.
What mentality is that?
The mentality to grasp at traditions, rituals, religions, whatever it be, as a coping mechanism for the brutality and the mystery and the uncertainties of existence.
Well, and why be nice to anyone ever?
What do you mean?
If you're saying that it's all just coping for the brutality of existence, why don't we just live in a brutal existence all the time?
No, I'm saying your question of why be nice to anybody ever, there's a million reasons why to be nice to people. But I think the question you were going for was, well, what's the alternative solution?
No, I'm saying, you're saying that these things are coping mechanisms
for the
brutality of life.
I think evolutionarily, I don't even think religious people would disagree with it, like how.
No, I agree, but you're saying that if it's disparaging it.
I'm
because I think everything is a coping mechanism for the brutality of life.
I'm not inherently disparaging it. I feel like you are inherently glorifying it. Like you are saying Christmas is a good, positive thing, period.
No, I think there's a value to religion, or not religion, to ritual and tradition.
I agree.
That's it.
I think there's a value to it.
And Christmas happens to be an established one that we can kind of work with.
If you want to.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think that people who don't want to, though, should be looked down, like frowned upon in any way.
No, I just think it's good.
But you seemed to take umbrage with because that's how this conversation began, where I was
Well, it
like,
sounded as if you were
you
saying
even
that-
said I took you used the phrase I took
I know,
umbrage
but it
with that.
sounded like you were saying that you had a problem with people doing this.
No, I had a problem for me personally, I meant.
Oh, sure, you don't have to do it.
Like, I was saying I get annoyed by how long it lasts.
I think you should seek to find the benefits of it. Because I think the benefits are plentiful, and I don't think they conflict with your worldview.
I don't think, because at that point you're just a slave to everything that's always going around you. Like, I could be like, okay, I'm going to find the benefits to St. Patty's Day. I'm going to find the benefits to Valentine's Day. Or I could just say, you know what? You all do your holiday things. I'm not a big holiday guy. And I'll participate as needed. I don't shit on anybody's Christmas. I celebrated Christmas with my mom. We decorated the house, listened to Christmas music, watched a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And then, but personally, I will, at times, roll my eyes if I think it's a little silly, or because that's just how I honestly feel about it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It is contrived.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that at all.
No,
But-
I think it's a little silly, the degree to which people, how much time is spent on it, how much money is spent on it, how cookie cutter it is, how corporate it is especially. Like, I feel like it's gotten worse over time.
Yeah, but it is what you make of it.
That's true, too. Everybody can celebrate Christmas in different ways.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't buy fucking shit. I don't buy anybody's shit. I bought my parents water bottles because they need more water. I would have bought them that no matter what.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens when you...
They're not going to drink more water.
You should have bought them just like a year's supply of Poland Spring. Or
My
something.
dad, that's the other thing. My dad drinks so much fucking plastic water bottles. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
gonna have balls full of plastic.
My dad's the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want something they can kill and put down.
Which is why I'm telling him to fill up the water bottle.
Well, but no, this is a good question though. When you have a bunch of disposable income and may or may not have it, you'll have to make that decision of like, how much do I want to invest in Christmas?
Yeah.
Do I want to decorate my whole front yard? Do I want to, and that's, everybody participates to the extent that they want to.
Yeah.
Some people, I find it comical the degree to which they participate.
I agree, but I think it's only comical if they don't have kids that they're doing it for. Whether it's their own kids or the neighbor kids or whatever. Like, I think if you got kids, spend money. Make it fun for them. Do whatever you gotta do to give them a fucking wonderful childhood.
Well, that was my original point, is that it's becoming weirder now that not only am I not a little kid, but there's no little kids around.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
weirder.
Like my cousin, no younger cousins. It's just like, we're all a bunch, everybody in the room is over 30.
But that's
It's
the
like,
thing.
Now, how do we feel about Christmas?
I reframe it because I don't have kids around either. I'll put up lights. I'll put up a couple fairy light things in my apartment inside.
Yeah.
If I had a wreath, I'd put it on my door. I'm not gonna go buy inflatable bullshit for the front lawn.
Bro, dude, so you go to different, you live in different locations. I live in Connecticut, which I've said on the podcast many times before.
This
but
might be somebody's first.
Right. If anybody's tuning in, I live in Connecticut. I live close to some of the wealthiest places in the country that happen to be in Connecticut. I live in not one of those places, but
Same.
driving distance. So, and this is where you will see the extremes to which I'm talking about, if you're going to see them.
Yes.
You will see yards where thousands of dollars have been spent.
But that's because they're throwing money at fucking everything.
With the most elaborate, like, it's like you're walking into somebody's Christmas Wonderworld, which granted, people do for Halloween too.
Yeah.
And like, I jive with Halloween more. I just think it's like a cooler holiday. But in any sense, yeah, I mean, whatever floats your boat,
Yeah.
Like,
I'm advocating for an appreciation of Christmas not to be tied with the extremes of its modern culture. I'm just saying, especially the idea of, for December, try to give people a little leeway.
In terms of what they do for Christmas?
No, in terms of, like, if you're gonna fucking call somebody an asshole on the sidewalk, remember, this is the one month of the year that you try to be a little nice. I don't try that hard most of my life.
Okay,
so I'm going to take a little extra effort in this one
December.
month where I know, because I think there's a value to once a year trying to remind yourself, like, hey, I should be trying to be nice to people.
Is that actually true, though?
What?
I never that you feel like you consciously make an effort in the month of December to be nicer.
Generally, the closer it gets to Christmas, definitely. I mean, just because I know it's the first month of winter, which fucking sucks.
Sure.
Everyone's trying to make extra money for their family to give them gifts and shit for kids or whatever. Everyone's doing their best.
Uh-huh.
And we all want to be somewhere else eating cookies, drinking eggnog.
Yeah, especially in the Northeast, by the way. It's cold and shit.
With family and friends. No one wants to be outside. We're not used to the cold yet. Right. It's usually not even snowy and pretty out. It's just shit.
Yeah.
It's just cold shit.
In just congruence with the Christmassy tradition of being nice. It's a jolly time of year.
And I think, ultimately, it's like, I think we should all try to be nice all year long.
Sure.
But it's human nature that some of that tends to fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a reset to be like, oh yeah, let me consciously try to do this for a little while. And hopefully it lasts longer than that.
I've never had that conscious thought before.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder how many people actually do that.
I don't know, and maybe it's because of the way I grew up. Maybe because I grew up in church and stuff where that was important. But also I grew up on Christmas movies where that's the entire theme.
Right.
Is everyone's trying to do their best, and it's the most frantic time of the year as well. Everyone's suffering the most as well. Anyone with a bad family is feeling like shit.
Right.
Because they're like,
oh.
Thought I heard something.
Thought I did too.
Maybe it was just my parents going into their bedroom.
It's possible.
Let me open the door.
Well,
hold on.
Not to spook the guests here.
Oh, I think it was actually a snowplow on the street outside because I just heard a humming of an engine.
Oh, that was just really loud.
I think so.
Yeah, I think early December is kind of what you're referring to, because I feel like definitely like the week or two leading into Christmas, people are officially like excited for the holidays. Like that starts to become you could feel the energy in the air.
Yes, and even the Christmas music is now being played in stores and shit. And it's like it's the most wonderful time of the year. It just makes you be like,
it's like a mass hypnosis. Like
everybody, but it's not as inflicting upon as hypnosis. It's
debatable.
Like we are. Well, we're also
we're self-inflicting. Is what we're. Everybody has we've all kind of agreed, and the powers that be also have an incentive to keep it going because of many billion-dollar industry, but. It's not like they're preying on us because we also generally like it. It's just like this whole system that we like this thing that happens.
Well, it's like hypnosis in the sense that you have to choose to be hypnotized.
Yes.
You have to be willing to be hypnotized.
And we all go, let's go. And then when you hear the music in the stores and you see all the decoration, everybody's mood changes
and
for
there
a
is
whole 3 weeks.
We make the world pretty. We put up lights. We put up fun things.
And then it comes crashing down. January just hurts worse because of how nice December was.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay.
I think you can kind of ride off the afterglow of it.
Let's end on a somber note.
Because it's not a crash like Adderall's a crash. It's not like, oh, I'm so high and then I feel like shit. It's like acid, where it's like, oh, this is fun, this is wonderful. Well, and then you leave it and you're like, okay.
It keeps rolling through New Year's.
Yeah.
And then people make their New Year's resolutions.
Which I think, go for it.
That's where you draw the line.
Kind of.
You're like, let's go crazy for Christmas. If you're a New Year's person,
when did that start? New Year's resolutions?
I don't know.
It's like
It kind of makes sense conceptually.
The idea of it, I'm fine with it.
Sure.
If you want to choose a time of year where you're going to give a little extra effort to do something that you should be doing.
Yeah.
And if you can keep it going, great. If you can't, the problem I have with it is the pressure. People are like, "Oh, I failed my New Year's resolution."
Right.
And it's like,
but also, if you fail your New Year's resolution, you're going to fail almost any goal you set for yourself. It's like, you should set a highly attainable New
and
Year's
you shouldn't
resolution.
feel bad for failing.
Right.
Like, that's, I think, the big problem I have with it. Like, if I am an asshole during Christmas season, I give myself some slack, too.
Sure.
I'm like, I shouldn't have said that to the guy, and I feel bad for it. And, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but, I'll try my best next time.
But yeah, come end of January into February, most of the New Year's resolutions are busted. People want the winter to be over. That's like the most miserable time of year.
Yeah, and I think part of it's like, if we kept all the lights up, if we kept some fucking sense of fun in the air.
Year-round Christmas, baby.
Winter-round Christmas.
Let's keep it going.
Dude, imagine if January and February was also, like, pretty lights out.
Yeah, we need more holidays.
Yeah.
Just make the whole year. But this is not what I want. No holidays.
Well, I don't even know about the whole year. It's just like, winter fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Winter is so awful.
Yeah, Christmas is definitely a way to cope with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think any amount of, like... the thing is, it's so hard to socialize, too, in the winter.
Yeah, nobody wants to leave their house.
Yes, any amount of get out of the house and go see people's great. The Super Bowl. February?
Yeah.
Great.
That's another thing.
Gets you out of the house, in with your friends, doing stuff inside.
Day, the restaurants make a bunch of money for once.
Yeah.
One day out of the fucking month.
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff. If you don't have a partner, Valentine's Day kind of sucks.
I hate Valentine's Day.
I kind of do too. And I'm not into football.
The douchiest holiday.
I kind of wish those were more inclusive holidays.
Valentine's Day is like fuck single people.
Yeah.
That's what Valentine's Day is.
I would love if there was a more inclusive holiday in January or February that we could just look forward to. And then by the time that's over, so is winter.
Well, I'm going to shave my head and become a peyote shaman.
Please.
In Joshua Tree someday. Can you smoke peyote out of a pipe?
You can't smoke peyote.
I thought you could smoke peyote.
No, it's a cactus.
What would happen if you smoked the cactus?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Damn it.
You would destroy the mescaline before it did anything.
I like the idea of smoking peyote out of a pipe and becoming a desert shaman who can't be
smoke
reached.
Tobacco.
Yeah.
They do that.
Well, yeah. I could smoke all kinds of whimsical things.
Yeah.
Mugwort. Yeah. I like to
smoke salvia.
Disengage from the holidays, do my own thing. Maintain a kind of... I shoot for an equilibrium all year that isn't like disrupted or I have to change it too much for any specific routine.
Yeah.
But most of the holidays that I participate in are just because of family.
Yeah.
And the less I have to, if my parents pass someday or whatever, I'll probably not celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving at all unless I have a partner. You're giving?
Are you seeing a future where we're not friends?
No.
You're not going to celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Did it seem like I was celebrating Christmas downstairs?
It seems like you are right now.
Okay. I admired your decorations.
Thank you.
Lovely home.
You should spend a Christmas with me, man.
I'd have a lot funner time. No question about it.
I literally... all the holds on food and alcohol are off.
I don't drink that much. And I don't eat that many sweets.
Learn to have fun.
Let's do DMT for Christmas.
I would be down.
Hell yeah. Then we can actually see Santa.
We could do MDMA for Christmas.
Kratom Town. Kratom Town.
Kratom all the way. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse Kratom sleigh. Hey, Kratom Town, Kratom Town, Kratom all the way. Go, what fun it is to ride
in a one-man Kratom sleigh.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
Oh, there's no place like Kratom Town for the holidays.
I was just going off script.
You were going too closely on script.
You're a mean one, Mr. Kratom, you really are a heel.
You must be a red vein, Mr. Kratom,
All right.
because you're really sedating me.
Feliz Navidad, friend.
Feliz Navidanos.
Go make your Kratom cocktails.
Go put some
Cheers.
eggnog and some Kratom.